This is an ugly rear end, and this is a juicy, round, hot booty. I'm talking about an R8, of course. Welcome to the car butt tier list. Starting with the electric Hyundai Ioniq 6. It's modern, it's practical, and silly as fuck. I mean, bro, whoever thinks this shit stuff has to be from Ohio. The first gen Lamborghini Huracan looked like a group school project. The one in charge of the front end did his job. The one who handled the overall shape, he cooked. But whoever was responsible for this rear end was fucking lazy. Meh. Luckily, the teacher gave them another shot, and this time they didn't just design one of the most lustful looking cars ever, they finally gave it the hot, sculpted booty it always deserved. Hot. The iconic RS6 is a car that can do it all, with many applications such as going on a family trip, picking up your kids from school, robbing a bank and fleeing down the autobahn at 300 km per hour. But if I were to pick my favorite trait about this car, that would be its Ice Spice level backside. The way it's shaped is pure testosterone. Rear splitter looks great on it, and the way those Audi taillights turn me on. Definitely S tier. Aventador. Considered by many the king of supercars. Back in the days, if you owned a first generation Aventador and didn't get bitches, you either looked like this or didn't actually own an Aventador. And the car that gets you laid must have an impressive butt, right? Not actually. The car is beautiful, yes, but it's the overall composition that makes it beautiful, not the specific pieces that compose it. The rear end just doesn't look that good in my opinion, but it's definitely not the worst looking in the list, so I'd say it's kinda pretty. Oh, by the way, the same day I was making the script for this video, I went to a car meet and saw this masterpiece, a 1 out of 800 Aventador SVJ, along with many other supercars. Cool experience. Iron Man is one of the only superheroes without actual superpowers, but what he does have is great taste in car booties. And that's why he bought an Audi R8 from 2008 and the 2015 version he drove in Captain America Civil War. Every R8 version looks stunning, but to be honest, the first generation looks slightly better. So, hot tier. The BMW 5 Series GT was a mix between an SUV and a hatchback. And for the first time in BMW history, it had dual mode tailgate, which meant you had more space in the trunk. It was also an absolute failure. In terms of practicality, it was a revolutionary car, but no one liked the design, and I can't blame them. The proportions don't feel right, the roof was awkwardly shaped, and the back looked heavy and silly. Everyone loves the Charger, cops and criminals. Honestly, the Charger's rear end might be America's most wanted view. The design is okay, like taillights are cool, but without modifications, I think it might be slightly overrated. I'd say kinda pretty. Ferrari is known for making some of the world's most luxurious and good-looking supercars. Ferrari does the best is their rear ends. With the A12 Competizione, they absolutely nailed it. The mix between round and sharp edge shapes in the design of this car's back is what makes it look so aesthetic and menacing at the same time. Sexy as fuck. Goofy Bentley. I don't know what happened with the old Bentayga design. That thing was luxury at its highest. It looked like the mix between the old Q7 V12 and the Cullinan. The old Bentayga goes to hot tier. A new Bentayga goes straight to silly tier. Old Porsche Panamera. A car meant to carry 4 adults comfortably at 300 km per hour. Said by Porsche. Fans called it a stretch 911. Others called it the Porsche frog because of its long rounded rear end. Meh. New Porsche Panamera. This might be one of the best glow-ups in the entire car industry. Everything from that long tail light, flat shape and exhaust pipes makes it look like a real Porsche. However, if it's completely stock, I don't think it's quite in the hot tier league. But I'll give it a B. Kinda pretty. The reason why the old Supra aged so incredibly well is because the design team emphasized aerodynamics, balance, and timeless proportions rather than pure aggression. That huge double-deck spoiler wasn't just for show, it added real downforce at high speeds. For that reason, it's hot tier. BMW Z4, Supra MK5. Jokes aside, bro, look at that rear end. Those taillights curve like they were designed by someone who knew exactly what he was doing. It's wide, the spoiler sits like it knows it's hot. That bumper looks straight out of a Need for Speed loading screen. It's not trying to be elegant, it's trying to be aggressive, and it succeeds in that. No questions here, hot tier. Bentley Continental. I personally don't like it, I don't know what else to say, so meh. BMW M2. When this thing first dropped, I thought BMW had finally lost it. The rear looked like someone printed an M3 with goofy Alibaba taillights at 50% scale and said, yeah, that's fine. The proportions were weird and the taillights just didn't look right, but over time, I don't know man, it's been growing on me. There's something about the overall squared off shape that actually looks good. It's not quite hot, but it's definitely not ugly anymore. I'll admit it, kinda pretty. Porsche 911 Turbo S. This thing's rear end is the automotive equivalent of a top OnlyFans model. That seamless light bar slicing through the back and those fat exhausts sitting low like they know you're cooked. Perfection. Porsche has always nailed performance, but let's be honest, the butt is the best feature on any 911. The proportions are just so clean, it's going straight to sexy as fuck. If there's one car that represented millionaires, it would be the G-Wagon. A car full of history that will make you feel like that German guy who got rejected from our school. Or like a celebrity. And I get it, it's a flex, but let's be honest. That rear end, it looks like a refrigerator with a spare tire. The taillights are these tiny red dots just kind of floating there. It's not hideous, it's got presence, sure, but pretty? Nah, meh tier. Cadillac Escalade finally went all in on the rear end with the new models. Those vertical taillights stretching from the roof down give the car a strong commanding presence, and the sharp edges make it look bold and modern. It screams money, and while it's not the most elegant rear out there, it's definitely impressive. Kinda pretty for a full-size SUV. BMW M4. Those taillights are sharper, more aggressive than the old 4 Series, and the wide fenders give it a planted, confident stance. It's not jaw-dropping sexy, but the proportions work, and the diffuser with those exhausts adds some serious attitude. It's balanced, subtle, and gets the job done, so kinda pretty. Ferrari Testarossa. This rear end is an absolute masterpiece, wide, sharp, and instantly recognizable. The horizontal lines make it look fast, even when standing still. The taillights fit perfectly, the exhausts look good,
perché sapete, era della barchetta anni 50.
And those side vents flowing into the back make it look mean and stylish at the same time. Every angle of this butt says, look at me, I'm a Ferrari.